Actually, it's about
Full?
6 milliliter. Yep.
To fulfill this.
Normally we will record how many the PBS we add in each France diffusion cell for calculation after we finish experiment for the correct data. Okay. One of the most thing we have to avoid in the receiver and also the donor compartment is about air bubble. Air bubble.
Air bubble.
Because if it have air bubble between the membrane, it will interfere the result because you know the drug cannot penetrate past air bubble. Okay, so we're gonna normally I have to degas
Degas.
using sonicator, but
Okay.
you know sonicator but it's used kind of I think it's the sound to shaking then the bubble will
Appear.
Yeah,
Same
you-
signal.
you remove. So normally I have to add it to as much as possible. Then we're gonna put the membrane. I'm gonna show you this one, but it's quite difficult to find the snake. We have to asking from the kind of it's called Sawapa, is belong to government that we produce the serum. Yep. However, we can buy this one. It's called stat M membrane, but it's really expensive one. They
How much?
how much? This one I think is about 30,000 baht. 30,000 for like 60 membrane.
$1,000.
1,000.
$30,000.
Yeah, it is $1,000. So it's look like this one. It's just only stratum corneum layer also. So we can use instead of the chest snake. I tried before and I think it's really good. It's a really good one because the result is not high variation because every
It is
membrane is the same.
It is better than the snake.
Actually, in my opinion, I think is better because you know the snake is based on the area you cut the snake, so the thickness is not the same, and the size of snake is one factor that can interfere your result. But if you use the stat M, every membrane is the same thickness.
It's industrialized.
Yep, but it's very expensive one. And one more thing we have to concern is about what we're gonna apply into the skin. For example, if you just only to see the result of formulation, you can use like chest neck or stat M. But for example, in my research, I used microneedle. I will show you the microneedle. First is a very small needle
Yes.
like this.
Need to
Yep, is composed of maybe like 200 or 300 needle in one patch. We normally we apply into the skin first, and then we remove, and we add the drug to see how much the drug increase compared to the control one. Yep. So this is one method that we enhance the drug into the skin, and also it's really good for vaccine.
Yes.
Anyone ever heard before why we deliver the vaccine into the skin and can induce very high immune response? Anyone heard about this before?
Yes. I already heard about this.
Okay, it's because in the skin it's composed of high density of antigen presenting cell. Do you know antigen presenting cell? It's antigen.
Antigen.
Antigen presenting cell
Okay.
is a cell that can present antigen to the immune cell in the body. So in the skin, it have high density of antigen presenting cell. It's called Langerhans cell and dermal dendritic cell. Normally, Langerhans cell is in epidermis layer, and dermal dendritic cell in the dermis layer. So when we enhance the vaccine to the skin, it can induce a loss of immune response compared to muscle cell or subcutaneous layer. Normally, when we got vaccine, they inject the vaccine into the subcutaneous or muscle layer, but this one is much more better, as I did about this research before. So it's a good one to use. Actually, it has so many type of microneedle. This is called solid microneedle. It's a microneedle patch. And the second one is this. It's called hollow microneedle. Hollow microneedle. The mechanism is quite similar to injection we use at the moment. Is have the hole, the bore inside the needle, but it's very small needle size. So that's why we call hollow microneedle. So one of the most advantage of the microneedle is because it's just invasive in the skin, only in epidermis or upper dermis layer. So we think that it's not penetrate into the nerve ending. So maybe you no pain or just a little bit pain when compared to traditional injection. But if we use microneedle to see how the result the drug or vaccine diffuse in the skin, we can't use ZM or the chest neck because it's no elasticity. And this is only stratum corneum. So normally we use the rat skin or pig skin. Yeah, because it have elasticity. And when we remove the microneedle, the elasticity will
the same shape again.
yeah, this will same shape. So okay, let's go next. So in this study we're gonna use. Let me see first. First of all, we have to check the skin first. If it's half damaged, we can't use it. It should be in complete one. Because if it's damaged, the drug can penetrate very easily, so we can't see how my formulation enhance the drug into the skin. So this one is okay. You can see.
Yeah, it's okay.
Then we will attach like this. But you can see it's still have air bubble
Where?
Yeah, I do.
inside. You can see
Yes, I see.
it's air bubble here.
Yes.
But
How
no worry, we have to set it first and then we will remove the air bubble. Like this. You can see the air bubble, right?
Quite big.
Next skin.
Under.
Yep, it's under
Oh, okay. Oh, I see.
the skin. Okay. Then we will put the donor compartment and then we will fix using clamp. Sorry, I forgot clamp.